Hello everyone. Good morning. Okay, can anybody confirm? Do you guys able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Fine. Just a minute. Okay, so have you tried the code? We have learned in the last session nested for loop, right? And we discussed some pattern examples. So have you completed that? Anybody? Any doubt, I mean, in that topic? Because see, the most common topic like control flow statements in every programming language, okay? Whether it is Python, Java, JavaScript, concept remains same. So we have loop like for loop, while loop, and do while loop, right? And in the last class, we discussed about the loop. In fact, we have discussed about the nested pattern, correct? So guys, today also you will understand the importance of nested pattern. As I told you, somewhere in automation, we'll be reading some content, some information from the file, right? That file data, it can be in the form of row, in the form of column, right? So row wise, column wise data, if you wanted to read, this nested loop will help you. Okay. That's the reason you need to understand how we can write the logic in nested loop. So we discuss for loop, while loop, and do while loop. And then we have discussed about the nested pattern. Correct? This loop, as I told you, for each loop, another loop available in Java, but with the help of array. Means whenever you are interacting with collection of data, right? There only you will understand what is the purpose of for each loop. So I will be covering this with respect to array. Then today's topic, I will start with control statement. Again, we have a branching statement. This is also referred as jumping statement in Java, which is continue and break. So break one purpose we have seen under switch case also, right? So when you declare your switch case statement, if condition match, then immediately that case value you will able to see in the console, correct? But after that, we don't need to continue. We just wanted to come outside the switch block and there we can follow with the break statement, correct? So break we have already seen. Break is the only statement which you can use either by with switch body or we can use with the help of loop. Okay. But break we cannot directly apply in if else statement. Remember. Okay. So today we'll be talking about this. But before this, tell me, are you clear with the last topic? How we can write a nested logic? Any question on this? Yeah, that's fine. You can practice for the multiple codes and then you can again decide. Okay. If you have any doubt, connect with me. Right? Okay, fine. So last topic from control flow, that is a branching statement, will continue today. So this is same our week 3, right? And we are learning control flow statement. I will just create one more class under this. Let me create branching statement in Java. Okay. So guys, we have three statements actually under branching statement. Okay. One is a break, second one is a continue, and third one is return, which we have already seen with respect to method, correct? What is the purpose of return keyword? Whenever you wanted to return anything from the method, we use return keyword. Very first today, let's talk about a break. So as I told you, break is what? Break will only help you to exit from, okay, exit from any loop or switch, okay, switch case or switch body, remember. So whenever you use switch case statement, whenever you follow any loop, and if you wanted to break that condition, okay, break that particular iteration, there you can follow the break statement. And break will never stop the execution. Remember, break will just come outside that block and then you will continue with the rest of the statement. Now, guys, I'm writing one code and you tell me the output of that program. Okay, so example for integer, I should start with 1. I should be less than equal to 10, I plus plus. What this loop will do? Hmm? Tell me. This loop will iterate how much number of time? Yes, I have written simple loop, right? It should start with 1 and it should iterate up to 10. Agree? Correct. So only 10 times the loop will be executing. But if I put one condition here, if I is greater than equal to 5, then I just wanted to break the statement. Means actually, I just wanted to break this iteration whenever I value is greater than equal to 5. Otherwise, I just wanted to print that particular ith value. So can anybody tell me if this is the flow, what is the output of this code? Think. I will be starting from 1. I should iterate up to 10, right? But then we are testing condition also. If I value it is greater than equal to 5, we are expecting break. Means, anyone wanted to try this?
So it will ideally flow till 1 to 5, and it will not print anything, but it will print after 5 to 10.
Okay, so you are thinking it will print after 5 to 10. Sure. Okay. Anybody else wanted to try? See everyone, how
Uh,
the code is working. Go ahead.
it will print, it will break if the value is less than 5 or equal to 5. But if the value is greater than 5, then only it will print a value and then again get incremented.
No. See, the condition is different. Okay, focus. First of all, let's talk about I is become 1. Okay, this part will execute first. Then it will test the condition. Agree? So your 1 is less than equal to 10, condition is true. When condition is true, it will come inside, right? Now it will test your if block. What is the if statement we have written? Whether ith value it is greater than equal to 5. Now tell me, this is the true block, correct? And after else, whatever we have written, that is the false block. Means if condition is true, this part will run, correct? If condition is false, this part will run. This is what the meaning. Now you tell me, I value, which is currently 1, 1 is greater than 5 or it is
No.
equal to 5. Condition is what? Condition is false here. Whenever condition false, it will come inside the else block and it will print immediately ith value. Means in your output, very first you will get 1. Got it? Then it will increment the counter. Okay, what is the counter then? I will become 2. Correct? Again, it will check the condition 2 is less than 10, condition true. So after this, it will come inside. It will put the condition, okay, 2 is greater than equal to 5. No. So again false, again it will print 2. Then I will become 3. 3 is also less than 10. Condition true, it will come inside. It will check the condition. 3 is greater than 5, which is false. Again, it will print 3. I will become 4. 4 is also less than 10. But 4 is not greater than, right? 4 is not greater than 5. It will print 4 again. Then whenever I will become 5, condition still true, and then it will check 5 is greater than equal to 5. Now tell me, 5 is not greater than, but it is equal to 5. Whenever this condition will true, it will come inside the true block. And what you have written? Break. What the break will do? Break will take control outside the loop. That's it. So what is the output of this code? This
1
will
to
print
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, not 5. Because see, whenever this condition true, I is greater than, no. Current I is 5, no? 5 is not greater than, but it is equal to 5. Whenever the condition will match, it will come and it will break. So it will not print 5 value also. You will just get 1 to 4. Are you getting my point? So remember, break will help you to exit from the loop. When you are exiting, that is depends on your condition. What condition you are writing? So in automation also we can put the condition. Let's say I'm validating drop down. I'm looking for a city. Let's say city is equal to Pune, right? When I find Pune, I just wanted to break. So I can apply if my city name is equal to Pune, just break it because I found that city. Are you getting my point? So break is the conditional or we can say branching statement which will help you to exit from any switch body or any loop depends on your condition. Now clear how it is working? So in this case, if I just execute the code, just have a look. What the output I'm getting? I'm just getting 1 to 4. Clear? So it will not print 5 also because your condition is false here. Okay. So 5, whenever I value is 5, it will match and it will break. Actually, it will match and it will break the entire loop. So you will not get 5 also in the console. Suppose I put the condition this now. Okay. I is greater than 5, then break. In this case, you will get answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? This time you will definitely get 5 in the console because I put the condition I should be greater than 5, then only it will break. Means whenever I value becomes 6, it will break. But if it is 5, it will print in the console. See? Got it? What the result I'm getting? I is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to that I'm getting the result. But as soon as I become 6, it will break that loop. Now clear? So break statement will do not, stop the execution. Remember, people might ask you in the interview what is the purpose of break, right? So break will not stop, but break will just exit from that loop or exit from that particular, whatever switch body you have written out of that. It will just exit. Clear? Okay. Now tell me, if I put this condition, ith value it is equal to 5, then break. What is the output? Now think. When it will break? Whenever I value become 5. Means output will be what?
till 4.
Correct. Again till 4 we will see the same result. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Whenever it will 5, it will immediately break. So break is called, simple branching statement, and it will help you to exit from that particular switch or any for loop. See, it terminate the loop or switch statement and transfer the execution of the statement immediately following the loop or switch. Means suppose in your code, it might be possibility there are multiple lines available after that for loop. So it will directly take a control on that line and you will able to execute your entire code. Okay. So example, after this, suppose I have written one statement. Okay. Let's say done. Okay. I'm writing just done statement. So what will happen whenever it will break? It will come outside the loop and whatever next execution point it is, it will start again from that point. So just have a look. If I run again, I'm getting the result 1, 2, 3, 4 done. Okay. This is how the break statement will execute. But there is another branching statement which is called continue everyone. So continue will help you to skip certain piece of the code. Okay, let me write. What is meaning of continue? So let me just put the comment. Continue statement, okay, will skip certain part of the code and continue iteration. Means what happened? This will not work like a break. Okay. Whenever you put continue that particular statement, it will just skip that particular part, but it will continue iteration till the end. Means again, I'm writing the logic. Integer, I should start with 1. Okay. I should be less than equal to 10, I plus plus. So here again, I have written a iteration which will iterate 10 times, starting from 1 up to 10. But what I'm expecting now, let's say certain condition. I'm expecting whenever I will become 5, okay, then continue. Okay. Else, if condition falls, then I just wanted to print that result in the console. Now, what the continue will do? If your condition match, only that part, whatever it is match, it will skip and it will continue iteration up to end. Up to end means up to 10, you will see all the numbers in the console, but only which part it will skip? I become 5 means number 5. It will just skip. So what is the output of this code? You will able to see 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 got skipped. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, all the 10 number you will see only excluding 5. Just have a look. So currently this is my result for continue. So continue will not help you to break the loop or, exit from the loop. No, it will as a name having meaning. Continue means it will continue iteration up to end. But whatever condition satisfy, it will match and it will just skip that number. So you can see here, after 4, there is immediately 6. So which number got skipped? Only 5 because I put the condition. Whenever I become 5, you skip it. Got it? Now tell me, if I write in this manner, whenever I become Greater than 5, then skip. Means how many numbers it will print? If I become greater than 5, then skip. Means again 1 to 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And whenever I will become 5 and greater than 5, okay, 5 also. And after 5, absolutely it will skip. Means all the number up to 10 you will not see in the console. Just have a look. So I'm getting up to 5, all the result. Correct now? If I put the condition, okay, I should be greater than equal to 5, then skip. Then 1 to 4. Because here, whenever I value become 5 or greater than 5, it will immediately skip. So basically, what condition you are writing, based on that, you will see the result. But remember the purpose. When you put continue, continue will just skip the certain piece of the code. Remaining part, it will continue up to end. Like in this condition, if I run, I'm getting only all the numbers, only 5 got skipped. So after 4, I can see only 6. Got it? Any doubt? So purpose of continue, it's not like exit. Remember, it is just help you to skip that certain part or certain piece of the code. Okay, this is how we use a branching statement. Now again, it's a rare case, like where we use continue, where we use break. Break is common thing that we use always in automation also. But continue again depends on your scenario. What scenario you are automating, based on that you can apply continue. Okay. And third important statement, which is called return. But guys, you know that what is the purpose of return? If you have a method and if you wanted to return anything from the method, then you can just use return keyword. Example, I'm designing one method. Let's say public void info method. And this info method contains one message. Okay, let's say message is equal to hello all. Fine. And this message I just wanted to return from this method. Then absolutely I will write a statement which is in our case return. Correct? Return what? I wanted to return this message from this method. So we have certain rule to be followed. Whenever you wanted to return anything from the method, we can use return statement, that is fine. But return type of that method we have to change. Correct? And then that method will return to whom? Method will return that output to the calling function. Means if I write return keyword, what I'm returning message, right? Then what should be the return type of this method? See the message which is a type of string. That's the reason instead of void, I will be writing what? I will be writing
String.
string type. Correct. So this method is capable to return any string type of information. But again, we have understood the rule. What type of method it is? If you declare any method without static keyword, it becomes instance. And to call instance method, we need object. Means how I can call info method? I can call only after creation of object of this class. So let's come to the main function. Suppose after continue, I'm creating that object. Okay. Let's say B1, it is equal to new. And yes, I'm writing the constructor. Using B1, I can call that info method whose return type is string, right? Now you can see if you keep mouse pointer on this, return type is string. So you can declare it, okay? See, string, and I will say result. And then you can just print that result. So return statement, when you follow, it will return the output to the calling function. And guys, here I'm calling that particular function, correct? So when you call info function will return you string type of data. So I declare a variable, I store that output, and same output I'm trying to print now. And this is how, when you run the code, you will see the result. Can you see that? After my code, I mean continue, I'm getting that hello all message because that is what I have written from that method. So these are the three, because it is also, changing the scope. Whenever you write return, return will return that output whenever you are calling that method. That's the reason these three comes under branching statement in Java, or which you can call as a jumping statement also in Java programming language. I hope the point is clear, right? So on this particular node, we have completed all the control flow statements from Java. Conditional, loop, in fact, branching statement, right? So please to practice. If you have any concern, any doubts, you can just ask me in next session, or you can directly personally, message to me. Great. So today it is again another important topic we'll be starting, which is called array. As I told you, this is the third week of Java where we are learning the core concept. After array and after string, in fact, another next topic is string. After that, we'll be talking about object-oriented programming principles, which is the most important topic. And based on that, we will start our journey towards automation also. So be ready for your next week, right? Okay, let's continue. What is the array? Guys, in every programming language, okay, let me just create a board. So in every programming language, data structure plays important role. Okay, what is data structure? Data structure, it is a way to represent data and where we can manage our data. In fact, we can perform some operations on the data. Okay, that is called data structure. The way to represent data, manage data, and where we can perform certain operations on that data, which is called data structure in program. Okay, now the point is, how many types are there in data structure? Guys, some structure means representation of data. It is possible in static way. So we have static data structure. In fact, we have dynamic data structure. Okay. So what comes under static data structure? Okay. So in Java, array comes under static data structure. So what does mean by static structure? Static structure means generally size of that data structure, and in fact type of that data structure, it is always fixed. Then we can call it as static. Where you can see size is not fixed, it can be vary as per your requirement, or it can be dynamic. There we can talk about dynamic data structure. So first point, what is array? Array is the most interesting topic, which is most important also. So array is a, I can say, a data structure or static data structure which can store similar type of data. Remember what array can store? Array can store only similar type of data. Some group of information now you can store, but only with the help of array. Okay. But then what comes under dynamic, guys? We will be learning the core topic of Java, which is collection framework. Collection is a ready-made framework. Actually, it is added after Java 1.5 in the syllabus. So now we have collection framework and lot of classes available here. So we'll be talking about list interface, we'll be talking about set interface. In fact, we will discuss map, which is needed in automation. Okay. So collection framework I will be covering as a dynamic data structure where size and the type can vary as per the user choice. But this is static. Array is completely static data structure and which can hold you to store a similar type of data. Now, we need to understand few things here. Okay, first of all, how the array is implemented in Java. Do you remember? We discussed data types, correct? Data types in Java available in two types, primitive, non-primitive. Primitive type we have already covered where we discuss about typecasting, wrapper class and so many topic, right? But when it comes to the non-primitive, there comes classes and the object in Java. You know what? Array is a non-primitive data type. And what type of array? I mean, what is this? Is it a class or is it an object? Let me tell you, in Java, array is an object. Array is not a class. Okay. So first point, array is a static data structure and it can store similar type of data. Okay. So any similar type of, I will say, data and object, both we can store. Array implemented. Remember, array implemented as an object in Java. So the point is, we need to understand the ways how we declare array. Let me tell you where there is ways point. There are two ways to declare array. First is using new keyword. And then we will talk about using literal. Okay. Both the ways are possible to declaration of array. Then guys, we'll be talking about different types of array. There are two types available in Java. One is single dimensional array. Okay. Second one is multi-dimensional array, or it is also called as 2D. Single dimensional, 1D. Clear? So both the types will be learning. When you declare an array, we need to understand one more interesting technique, iteration. How we can iterate an array? Guys, there are two ways to iterate an array. Array is always having a fixed size. Okay? Size is always fixed. So you know that whenever number of iterations are fixed, we always follow for loop. So here I can show you purpose of for loop plus how we can use, okay, enhance for loop. Enhance for loop, it is also called as for each loop. Now array is implemented as an object. So is array support any method? Let me tell you, array doesn't support any method, but array have one property. Okay, array have one property, or I can just call it as certain variable. You can just call it as property, which is a length. So array is having length property, and with which you will understand total length, total size of that array. So only these points you need to understand. First of all, what is array, how it is implemented in Java? So in Java, it is implemented as an object. Remember, two ways to declare array, two types of array, iteration techniques, and the property. This is what we are learning in this topic. Okay. So very first, what array it is? So absolutely it is object. It is a static data structure and it can store similar type of data. Now let's talk about, let's say, why array is implemented. Now focus. You have a scenario where you are trying to hold 5 student ID. Okay. How you will generally store 5 student ID? Yes. So far we discussed integer data type. So we can write na integer, suppose S1, 101. Correct? Then I can write integer S2, student ID 2, 102. Then I can store integer S3, student ID 3. And this is how we can store. Up to 5, you can store all student ID. Great. Now, what will happen inside the memory? As you can see, these are the separate variable. Correct? So when we talk about our memory of Java, okay, let's talk about RAM. In RAM, what happens? I'm having few space which are occupied and few space are free. Let's say these are the free space which are occupied. Okay, these are the free space. So whenever you create any variable, memory will be separately created. Means maybe S1 will be stored here, S2 will be stored here, and you will see this kind of result. Maybe S3 is here, right? S4 is here, and somewhere else you can see S5. Okay. So memory will be separately allocated, and in fact, every separate ID you can just refer by separate name, right? So somewhere this is a complicated, structure. Why? Because we are holding only similar type of data. Only number of data is a large. Maybe 5, 10, 20, 100, it can be anything. But whenever your data is fixed and you wanted to store it, and if you just take a different variable, memory will be created at different location. And then for tracking purpose, it is quite difficult. So in the programming, we have a very interesting topic or very interesting concept, which is called array. With the help of array, any similar group of data or similar type of group of data, you can store with only one variable. No need to write different name to that particular data. So they implemented array. So how come we can store 5 student IDs with array? Let's talk. So guys, I'm going to start a first topic, new keyword. What is the way using new keyword, how to declare array? And it is a traditional way. Okay. So let's talk about it, how we can write. So very first you need to understand declaration, how we can declare an array. Correct? So array declaration with the syntax. Okay, first of all, I want IDs 101, 102, 103, 104, and 105. These are the IDs I want. So I can write data type, integer, current ID, I mean array name is SID. And this is a single dimensional. Okay. So we can put only one square bracket. If it is two-dimensional, you can put two square brackets. So for multiple dimensional, two square brackets are required. Single dimensional, only one square bracket is enough. Then array is in Java implemented as an object. So we can use new keyword. Again, I will write same size. I mean type is integer. And inside the square bracket, I can write here size of that array. How many records I wanted to store? 5. So I will just write here 5. Correct? Now there is a one more point. When you write here 5, what is this 5 indicate? Remember, it is a size. Correct? This is the data type. And SID, it is a name of array. This is my name of array. Clear? As soon as you write this statement, and if it run in the directly in your memory, what will happen? It will create 5 continuous memory location. Remember, internally it will create 5 continuous memory location. Name of this memory, it is SID, as you have written a name SID. And then the most important point, every location internally Java will assign some index value. So here comes indexing in Java. So first position index will start with 0. Second position, it will be 1, not 2, 1, right? Let me take the color. Yes. Then it will be 2, it will be 3, and this will be 4. If you ask me what is lower index, absolutely lower index will be 0. Upper index will be what? Absolutely 4. What is the size of array? Size is 5. Then can I write upper index in this manner? Upper index is equal to size minus 1. Yeah. Every time, how you will get this upper index? When you just perform size minus 1, you will get that upper index. So this part is important, right? But I have just declared the array. How we can define the array? Define means we need to write here or store here certain data. How we can store? So in new keyword, you need to take index value. And as per the index value, you can store a data. Means I will be writing SID of 0, which is equal to 101. What will happen? 101 assigned to that particular position. As soon as I write SID of 1, it is equal to 102. It will just store 102 at that particular position. If I write SID of 3, it is equal to 104. What will happen? At third position, means 3 means index value, it will not take 2. At third position, it will hold 104. Then suppose I'm writing SID of 4, which is equal to 105. Yes, it will store 105 at the fourth position. But guys, I skipped one position, which is second number. Can you tell me, like, what do you think? What it will store at this moment? If I skip this index position 2, yes, can you tell me? What do you think? If there is any match, I mean, if there is any value, if you don't store inside that location, see, I'm having 5 locations
Default null
compulsory.
value.
Very good. Default value it will store, but what is the default value for integer? It's a null
Zero.
or
Zero.
0.
Zero.
Correct. So it will store 0. Why 0? Because your array type is integer. Remember. So if it is string, in that case, it might hold null. Got it? But at this moment, type is integer. So if you even though skip any point, any memory, because see, we have a fixed memory. So compulsory 5 memories you will be getting. Now it is up to you how much data you wanted to store. You created 5 memory. But yes, if you wanted to store all the 5 information, you can store. If you skip anything, by default, whatever type of array it is, it will hold that default value. So at this moment, definitely I will get a 0. And this is what definition. This is how you will define the array. You will assign the value to that array. Okay, but see, indexing plays important role in array. How I can get the value from array? So any specific location you wanted to fetch, guys, you need indexing. Means if I write sysout statement, okay, and suppose I'm writing SID of, let's say 1, what it will do? It will come to that one position indexing. It will check what value it is 102. It will return you 102 in the console. So specific location data also you can fetch directly by taking this index. Just you need to add an index and you can just apply that value, or you can fetch that value from the array. So this is the basic declaration for array. Now let's see practically how we can use array and key points about the array. So now I will just create another package. Okay. This is com dot. Again, it's a week 3, but under week 3, I will be creating, okay, array in fact string. Okay. So you can see under week 3 only, we have created this new package. And now let me create a new class, okay, which is array demo, or I will say array 1D demo. Okay. So remember 1D, it is all about the one dimensional array. Okay. Just have a look. Very first, I will write here some key point so that you can prepare it when you refer this code. So remember, array is static data structure. Okay, static data structure. In fact, array implemented in Java as object. Okay, array store, similar type of data or object. I'll come to that point. Object, how it can store object, right? Then array index position starts with 0. Array support only one property. Okay, property, which is length. I'll show you what is this length property. And array types. Okay, array types are, so one is one dimensional. Okay, I will say single dimensional, and second one is, it is all about the multi-dimensional. Okay, so multi, or you can also refer as 2D, both are same. So these are the point, and yes, array always have fixed size. Okay, so it is static, guys. These are the points which you need to remember. Let's talk about using new keyword, how we can declare an array. Okay, so everyone, this is our point, using new keyword, how we can declare an array. Please have a look. Integer, I'm taking same example. It is equal to new integer, and in the square bracket I'm writing that size. Okay, as soon as you write this is just your declaration, right? So I will add this point. This is my declaration. And how we can initialize the array? So to initialize array, you need that index position. So here I will be writing initialize or initialization. Okay, how we can initialize? Take that index value SID of 0. Okay, SID of 0, which is equal to 101. Now I'm writing SID of 1. Let's write 102. Okay. Then I'm writing SID of 3. I'm skipping that 2. Just have a look what it will store first. 104. And SID of 4, I will hold 105. Okay. So at this moment, everyone, if I just keep SID of, let's say, I'm just trying to fetch SID of 2, which is not available in my array, right? So what it will print? See, as you can see, total size is 5 means it will create internally, but it will store what? Default value. So as soon as you try to fetch SID of 2, it will immediately print 0 in the console. Now you can see, if I run this array, or if I run this particular program, so I'm just getting 0 in the console. Got it? If I wanted to check that property, Okay, as I told you, only one property. Means if you just wanted to check length, let me write length of array. Okay, so length of array you can print with the name, array name, and you can just put dot operator. Please, you can see what it is supported. See, rest of the points I'm getting from the object. But there is only one particular property which I'm having, which is a length property. And this is not a method. Remember, it is just a property, or you can just say it is a variable in array or Java. So this variable returns you total size of integer type of array. So at this moment, if I write length, it will just give me total length of array is 5. Correct? Just have a look. Total length of array is what? You can see there I'm getting 5. So the point is clear how the array is exactly working, right? Now guys, if I can show you with the debugging before continue with the next iteration part, let me show you with the debugging of this concept, okay? So what I'll do, I'll come to the main function and I will just debug the code. Just have a look. When you debug the code, so debug as Java application, see the look and feel of array, okay? So this is our debug mode. Now you can see first main function and that argument object is created. Now it is highlighting the line number 22. As soon as I run it, it will create my array whose name is SID. See, if I run this statement, can you see SID object got created, right? We know that JVM assign ID to each and every object. So you can see here ID, correct? Now tell me, this SID holds what type of data? Only integer type of data. An integer is what? It is an object or primitive? Hmm. Int is what? Primitive or any kind of object non-primitive? No, right? It is primitive. Yes. So if you expand it, just look at the screen. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All these are what? Index value. Now, as soon as by default, all these are 0. Why? Because these are the default value. Now see the line is highlighting line number 25. As soon as I run this command, it will allocate value here as a 101. So if I run this command, just have a look. See 101 got assigned. Then 102. Then 104. See, the value for 2, it is 0 because we skipped that, right? And then all the remaining values got assigned. And then if you run, what is 2? I'm getting 0 because it is internally stored as a default value. Now clear? When I run it again, I'm getting what? Length of array is a 5. And the code is completed at this moment. So are you understanding the debugging point, which will help you to understand the internal memory, guys? How it is allocated in Java, in fact JVM, and how the code is internally working. Great. So this is how the SID2, if you assign something, you will get that value. If you don't assign, you will get the 0th index position. Okay. So now just have a look. This is okay. What if I write, okay, I want SID of, let's write 5. See, I can access 5th record. Then what is the output of this statement? Now what exactly I'm trying to look? See, current array, which is a size of 5. When you say size of 5, it will just create 5 locations internally in the memory. Correct? Indexing start with 0. So absolutely 0, 1, 2, 3, and it will be 4. At this moment, I'm looking for something which is not in my current size. I'm looking for 5th index position. Anything which is beyond the limit. Okay, size is 5. So indexing is 4, but anything after 4 or maybe anything before 0 means it can be -1. What is the output of the Java? Is it we have this size available in our array? No, guys. So whenever there is some invalid indexing, if you write and if you try to fetch the data, Java will throw you exception. And that is the most important interview question, which is called array index out of bounds exception. Remember, such a big name. You will get array index out of bounds exception, and this is the technically class in Java, and you will immediately get it if you pass any wrong index. So this is the question people might ask you: if you pass any wrong index, what is the output of the code? Remember, Java compile time, it will not throw any error, but when you run it, you will get immediately runtime exception, which is array index out of bound exception. Just have a look. So at this moment, if I run the code on line number 32, I'm having this exception. How to read, everyone? See, I'm getting exception in thread main. Means in my main function, there is exception. Okay. What is exception? So this is exception array index out of bounds exception, and it is coming from length 5. You can see what the message we are getting, that index 5 it is out of bound for length 5, means total size is 5, and you are looking for index 5, which is again out of bound. And how you will get to know on which line it is coming? See, the last statement, it is all about your class name, array 1D demo, and this is what the line number. On line number 32, I have this exception. See, it is highlighted. So here we got the exception, array index out of bounds exception. Clear? So whenever exception is there, you will not able to continue the execution of this code. So better for now, comment this line, the line which is throwing the exception. So basically Java is guiding you that whatever index value you have written, which is wrong, you can change index value, put the valid one, and you will get the result. Correct? So if I just write any valid indexing, definitely you will get that result. If I just put 4, so I will be getting that result 105 in my console. See, at this moment, you will not see exception. You are just getting accurate data. Clear? So how we can fetch the specific record? With the help of indexing only. But remember, if you put wrong indexing, you will get exception in Java. Okay, this is fine. But guys, I don't want to read single entry. I want to read complete array. So here comes just to fetch, okay, just to get all the, okay, data from array. How exactly you can do it? Here we need a iteration of this particular array, right? So I will show you iteration with very first simple for loop. So let me just write here iteration using iteration using for loop. So how we can iterate this loop? I mean array. Just have a look, everyone. What is the traditional syntax of for loop? For loop can start with in again the value, right? For initialization. At this moment, how you can iterate an array? We can get any value from the array. It is only and only with the help of indexing. Means I need to start here initialization point from the indexing only. I should start with which number? If array index start with 0, then you need to start your iteration also from the 0th position only. So I'm writing I should start with 0. I should iterate up to what? Now you tell me. I should iterate up to what? Up to the size of array. Correct now? So current size is 5. What you can write? I should be less than equal to 5. Perfect. Okay, less than equal to 5. What do you think? If I write equal to 5 means it will take 5 also. I don't want 5. Better I will write I should be less than 5. Means it will start from 0 and it will just iterate up to 4. Agree? Then I will say I plus plus. Great, everyone. This is the what iteration I can write now. Now what I can do? I just wanted to print each and every value. So I will write here array name, which is SID of ith position. Means whatever index value it is, it will pass, and for that index position, you will see the result. I hope it is clear, right? So if I run this program, what the output will be? See, I'm getting the output, all these values you can see in the console. Everyone, simple for loop is clear, but I wanted to ask you one more question. What if there might be size like 20, 30, or 30, 50, 40, number of iterations or number of values you are having. Every time when you put the condition what you wanted to look, current size of array. And you can write that number. If you know that current size, you can write directly number. There is another solution. Either you can write a number, or if I just repeat this for loop, okay? And instead of 5, if I write directly length of this array, means I will say it should be less than SID of length. This is also fine now. What do you think? If I put direct number, that is also fine. But if you don't want to write a hard code value, up to what? Then I'll say up to length of the array. I just wanted to iterate. So you can replace 5 with SID of length, means array name and its length. So if length is 5, still the loop will execute only up to 4. Why? See, length will return me 5, right? But I put the condition I should be less than length. Means up to 4 only it will iterate. So if I can show you this, just have a look. Let me save and let me run the code. And you can see in both the loop, you are getting the same result. Agree? So this is what the basic iteration for array. So one point, what we have discussed, how to declare an array, how to fetch the value from the array, how to pass indexing, and how to get that particular specific value. Suppose you wanted to iterate your complete array. This is the simple traditional for loop you can write and you can iterate your array. Before coming to for each loop, let me give you some example on an array, right? So this is the first example where I have declared some integer type of data. Now everyone, suppose I wanted to create, let's say any double type of information. Can I create? Yes, now see, I'll say double, let's say marks array, okay? It is equal to new, and again I'm writing type double. There I can mention the size. If I put 3, means I can hold only 3 student marks. Okay. Then I will be writing marks of 0. Indexing in array always start with 0. So you can write in this manner. Marks of 0 what? Let's say suppose I wanted to write 56.78. Okay. Marks of 1. I'm writing here suppose 77.65. And then I will be writing marks of 2, which is equal to, let's say 67.8. Right? This is how I have written. Again, all the properties, everything remains same. If I just wanted to check that total marks, okay, total marks, and here, okay, I'm just writing count. So I have to write what? Marks. Let's write that variable properly. Marks, and I have to write that length property. Correct? So I can just fetch the total marks available in this particular document. So total marks count, I will say, okay, we are not calculating it. If you wanted to calculate, you can do that. See, you can do in this manner also. Means basic operation you can perform. Let's say I can write here marks of 0 plus, when you write in this manner, okay, marks of 0 plus marks of 1. What it will do? It will just add two numbers. Two double number addition you can see, because guys, if you remember, plus operator works in two cases. If you use plus operator with the string, it will act like a concatenation. But if you work on primitive, it will perform addition. Correct now? So, example, in previous example, I have all the IDs, right? If I ask you, just capture, total IDs if you print, okay, what will be the size of this particular array? Means what IDs we are holding, just add each and every ID. You can do that. Sum of every number of array, you can add, correct? So, we will talk about that also. For now, understand this part. So if you wanted to perform addition, I can do that. So if I want sum of every number, whatever I'm holding in my array, possible? Yes, we can calculate that. Either you do it manually. See, current numbers are only 3 numbers. I can do manually in this manner. And here I can write sum of marks. Yes, absolutely, you will get that marks. Clear now? So here I'm writing sum of marks, and absolutely if I'm printing it, the addition, keep it inside the bracket, right? Otherwise, it will act like a concatenation. So better we can put in the bracket and you will see sum of marks in the console. Correct? Just have a look. So at this moment, if I run this program, I'm having this result. Can you see this is the sum of marks available for total number, whatever marks I have written. Clear? So basic operations also you are able to do. Okay? Now guys, what else? Yeah, we can iterate. Yeah, if you want, you can write a for loop again. Integer, I should start with 0. I should less than, can I write again? Marks dot length and then I plus plus. So this is like something like dynamic logic. You don't need to remember number of size available for that array. And here I'm writing directly that variable name marks of I. Whatever ith position it is, I wanted to print. So here I can show you iteration, right? This is iteration. And let me just do its separation properly so that you will able to see the result in a proper manner in your console. See, one more time I'm repeating, and here I'm getting that marks. Okay. So any similar type of object we can store, similar type of data we can store. Now guys, one more interesting example. See this. So we can store any similar type of data. Suppose I'm creating marks, or let's say a location array. Okay, I just wanted to store certain location. Let's say Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore, this kind of location I wanted to store. So location means collection of character. So we can create string type of array. Agree? Suppose I'm creating string and this is location array. Let me create again new, and this is the string, and I can declare a size. So current size is, let me write 3 again. So means 3 locations only I will be holding. Great. How we can store? I can write in this manner, right? Location. First of all, location of 0. And there I can write, okay, suppose location is Pune, right? First location. Then I'm writing location 1. It is equal to, let's say, Mumbai. Great. So location 3, okay, that is index position 2. But suppose if I write something number, is it allowed? Please have a look. Current data which can store means current array which can store only string type of data. So you can't write number. Remember, only similar type of value you can store. If I just keep this number into bracket, this will allow, no? Yes or no? But this is wrong location. We know that number is not a location. But this is how you need to understand, only like we have a type safety in array. Only one type of information you can store inside that array. That can be number, double, character, string, doesn't matter. It can be anything. Okay. Suppose I'm writing here Nashik. Okay, my third location. And remaining concept remains same. How we can iterate? Yeah, we can iterate. Integer, I should start with 0. I should less than what? I will say location of length. Whatever length it is, up to that length, I wanted to iterate. And there I can put the condition. I mean, I can just write, okay, fine. Let me take location dot length. And here I'm writing what? That particular location of I, right? Suppose, please have a look. So this is the scenario. I'm just iterating it. So when you iterate in this manner, you will see all 3 locations. But I'm looking for specific location only. Then you can do what? You can come here, you can put the condition. Now guys, if you remember one topic, generally we discuss what? Whenever we have a string, what is string in Java? It is a class in Java. So we don't have string as a primitive. It is a class. And whenever you wanted to compare any string, what we generally do? We don't follow operator. I can't write in this manner that, okay, whether my I is equal to Pune. If ith value holds indexing, and what we are expecting that current array, it should contains the value which is Pune. How we can test it? Hmm? How we can test that particular value? Suppose I wanted to put one condition. So if that particular location have, that ID or that particular, location which is Pune, then I just wanted to stop this iteration. How we can validate that part? Either you can take that ith position, you can check the position, you can match accordingly. So if the position match and if it is containing Pune, we can stop that iteration, right? But here what the condition I can write now? Tell me. Can I write with indexing? No, doesn't require. Actually, we are doing what? We are just testing that index position here. We are iterating index value, right? So on indexing, it's not a better solution. If you are just looking for a specific entry, then we can put here proper condition. If at this moment, see, if I just write in this manner, can I write in this manner? Let's check that, okay? If location dot, anyways, we don't have a method, right? But here you can see, we have a equals. At this moment, my location is a string type. Then I can directly match that object. Let's try this. Location equals what? I'm looking for Pune. If there is a Pune, then I wanted to print that particular data. Okay. So whatever data it is, suppose I'm looking for here test match. Let me write test match, or I will say better match found. Whatever I'm looking, that is my match found. Better match found. Let's see how it is working. And after this, I don't want to continue. Means I can put the break. Correct na? Now it is just confirming that this location object, if it is equals with Pune, then I just want this message. Let's see, but what error or what compilation point we are getting. Unlikely argument type for equal string seems it is unrelated to equal or unrelated to string array. Means currently location, which is the array type, correct? See, this is a string array. And what we are looking for string array equals with Pune. So we are just matching with only one string and which is wrong, right? But let's see what it will print. Because here if you are matching certain content, yeah, you can see I'm not getting anything in the console, right? Because current it is unlikely match. Location is completely string type of array and we are matching only one single string here. So what else we can write? We can write in this manner, correct? Then can I write in this manner? If location of whatever ith value it is, okay, whatever that ith value it is, if that I value, let's say I will use one more method which is called contains. Remember in string class, which will be covering after array, there are a lot of method. Equals method, if you wanted to perform exact match, you can write here equals also. See, equals. Equals with what? Here I can write Pune. If it is exactly match with Pune, just match, I should get a result match found and it should break. This time what will happen? This will work now? Definitely work. See, it will pass ith position. So we are passing position to that array and we are checking at that position if Pune is available, right? So let me run. It will just take a first position only because Pune is available at first position and we will get a result match found. So remember, this is how you will test. Example, suppose I'm having Pune here. Okay. Let me just write Pune, right? And here I'm writing Nashik. Okay. Now what will happen? Still the code will work now. It will take zero position. It will look. Is it matching with Pune? No. It will take second. It will look. It is matching with Pune? No. Again, it will check third position. Okay. It is position 2, which is matching Pune. Yes. And you will see the same result. So if you can see, here I am getting the same result. So means anything you can do. Any operation you wanted to perform, that basic operation also you are able to do when you understood the logic. Everyone clear? How to declare an array, how to assign the array, and how we can fetch the data from the array. Rest of the method remains same, right? So can you do one thing, one assignment for all? Yes. Can you complete one assignment for this array? Okay. Everyone, listen. What you need to do, create two arrays of integer type. Okay. Create two array of integer type, display length and perform addition. Addition of both the array and display result. Okay, perform addition of both the array and store result. First store result into third array and display that sum of two array. Will you try this? One suggestion from me. Okay, focus. Example, you are declaring two arrays. Okay. Let's say I'm having in one array 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Second array 1, 2, 3, 4. Then addition of these two array you should have in third array where you will get suppose 11, it is like 22, 33, 44, something like this. Whenever you perform the addition, remember size of the both the array should be same. Okay, keep it same. Otherwise, it will do what? If you just write, okay, here it is 5, here it is 4, it will perform the addition, but you will get a default value over there, right? So that is fine. But just to perform this particular addition, write a logic. Suppose this is array 1, this is array 2, and you guys are performing addition of both the array and trying to store your result in third array and you are trying to print it. Only try. If it is not clear, I will explain you tomorrow again. Clear, everyone? So this is your today's assignment. Like you need to just create a two integer array, display the length of both the array, then perform addition of both the array and store the result into third array, and then display the sum of two array. Try this. Okay, great. Chalo, then let's stop the session for today. Tomorrow we will talk about same array concept. And again, I will be covering some most interesting topic tomorrow. So don't miss the session. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. The code. Okay, Darshan. Code you can find out from the GitHub. Okay. I will be pushing every day the code. So just go to the GitHub. There you will see this file, everything available. Okay. The GitHub link I have shared in the group. Yesterday also I have shared. So you will get all the programs from the GitHub. Okay. Okay, let me push today's code. I think it is day 13, right? Yeah, any question you can ask till the time. Git, I will just do commit hyphen m. This is Java day 13. Origin to master. Huh, till the time any question? Okay, topics are clear? Fine. Chalo. Okay, try just only one program and then we will see tomorrow, right? Great. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day. We will continue tomorrow.